The Ministry of Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology, MOHAST, is embarking on a transformation drive. This includes the development and validation of policy documents for technical and vocational education and training, Tvet. The National Accreditation and Quality Assurance Agency, NAQA, is the regulatory arm of the ministry. NAQA is charged with the standards and coordination of all tertiary education and training institutions in the Gambia. The Minister of Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology, MOHAST, Professor Per Gomez, places great importance in this regulation and standardization process. Under his leadership, the ministry has developed an agile agenda.
NAQA, which is the technical arm of this ministry, National Accreditation and Quality Assurance Authority, is mandated to now ensure that all the tertiary and higher education institutions have entrepreneurship embedded in their curriculum. It means all the curricula in this country, tertiary and higher education, need to be reviewed to respond to this demand.
Through the partnership of UNESCO and the Korea International Cooperation Agency, KOISA, the ministry embarked on 8 identified intervention areas, including establishment of incubation system for young entrepreneurs.
The incubator system is aimed at creating employment for the youth. Currently, 20 female and 20 male are being trained. And at the end of the training, they are going to be provided startup kits to set up their own businesses. So it's, in other words, the aim is to improve enterprise development among the youth. And besides, the overall aim of the project is to improve the employment of the youth, the Gambian youth.
The transformation, in as much as it's going to look at the general component, much more emphasis is placed on the Tvet. And with this, we have the Tvet policy in place. We have strategic plans. We have some other documents, developed, like the qualifications framework that would guide, the content and the manner in which those programs should be delivered. We are identifying one Tvet center at least one Tvet center in each administrative region in this country.
One of the components was to support us in the area of equipment and resource materials. So GTTI was able to benefit through that. We have 3D printers and state-of-the-art equipment that can use for designing. So these were all provided because of the partnership we have with UNESCO Quaker. And it will enhance the teaching and learning. This is the first time we're having those materials in the country.
Make 3D Company is Gambia's first 3D printers. It was contracted to supply 3D equipment and conduct training for the University of Applied Science, Engineering and Technology, USET, for a digital laboratory at Kanifing. Jukadabo is the director of Make 3D Company.
So the future of 3D printing in Gambia is quite bright, especially with now with the fact that USET has a whole 3D printing lab and a capacity to manufacture not just for themselves but for outsiders.
We want to make sure that students are supported with the latest technology possible to make the environment possible and available for them to be able to execute their ideas regarding their scientific projects that they may have come up with, during their academic, journey.
As a young engineering student, studying entrepreneurship alongside with the engineering course, and the little knowledge I learned through my internship at the Make 3D Company, I would say I would be part of the solution rather than the pollution. We do have a lot of plastic bags, a lot of plastic waste, a lot of cardboards, a whole lot of waste. This solid waste, non-biodegradable waste, could actually be 3D printed into something much more valuable, something much more useful.
We have about six computers in the lab, but the 3D printers are 23 3D printers. But basically, the computers altogether are, the number of computers that were donated were 125 computers. We also have about 10 plotter printers, that is the big printers that can print posters up to A size, or A0 size. So idea behind the Innovation Lab, or I can say the USET's vision of the Innovation Lab, is to make sure that they inculcate the 3D printing curriculum in the university curriculum. So it's bigger than having just a lab. 3D printing is a course that is run here, and students can enroll and do 3D printing as a course, or do it as part of the courses that they will do within a whole program. So students can come in, learn 3D printing within a short period, and they will be given the facility, or the facility will be made available to them for them to be able to design whatever product that they want to come up with, and they can also 3D print those products.
So for the procurement for the GTTI, we had to deliver like almost 11 plotters, and part of it has to do with what GTTI in Carnifing branch, and the other one in Julangel. So the whole process wasn't quite easy, because like you have to keep current to latest technology, and the ones that was delivered to GTTI was one of the latest technology that is available in the market, and really has great features that can be used in order to generate money and to do the printing smoothly.
When we started the training, we had 3 staff from GTTI, which we did a 5 days training, a long week, from Monday to Friday, 2 hours every day, where we showed them how to assemble the printer, how to configure it, how to use the Wi-Fi, how to use the hard drive, internal hard drive that is inside the printer, and how to print. At the end of the training, we were able to do different type of printing in terms of images, large copy, and other stuff, other activities. And we were able also to do some testing with the staff at GTTI. We did a training with the staff, and then they were able to take pictures from the different departments that they have, and then print it by themselves, and then show it to the administration.
A survey conducted to gauge the perceptions of Gambians about Tvet reveals that many young people and families prefer office work and academia to skills. Tvet is seen as a great tool for youth employment and a solution to migration.
Tvet is part of the project called Youth Empowerment Project, and it was launched in around 2000 as a viable alternative to support, not necessarily looking at the general education or academic education, typically to a segment of the population that is inclined towards technical skills.
We want to address two things which constitute a malaise in this country. That is the rural-urban migration and the international illegal migration, commonly known as the back way, which is a syndrome. You must have seen that a good number of our youth are leaving, going to Europe. Some are in concentration camps in Libya and other places, and so on. What to do? Should we fold our hands and look at them dying out there, or trying to come up with a response? So the Gambia government, under the leadership of President Barrow and through this ministry Mohas, we thought that it is fitting for us to come up with a response, with a sustainable response. And the best way is to give them an alternative, and that is giving them education. Because Albert Einstein said, education is what will remain when everything is no more. So when you give them Tvet education, and for them to get the skill sets, some of them will end up not going to Europe. They will stay here because they will make it here. They will get more money than some of us who are working in offices. 1. 2, in the event that some of them ended up going to Europe, Europe will be the one pleading with them to stay in Europe when they themselves want to come back. Europe will be the one pleading with them, because Europe will not have the skill set that they have, and they will need them to stay. Because that is what is happening also in Europe. They have some skill gaps. So our people, we will be able to now export skilled labor. That is what we are talking about. So for it to be a win-win situation, some will stay and they will make it here. Some will go, but when they go, they will not be parasites. Because the mindset is, we are the Gambia. We will never bow. Wherever we go to, we will be at the banquet. We will not be at the periphery. That's our belief, and that's the message we are sending out there to the youths of this country, so that they get the right skills to be part of the decision-making process.
If you look at the whole transformation, we are saying you can move from apprenticeship, get into a formal education, system within Tvet, and then move on to certificate, diploma, and if you have what it takes, you can even go into a degree program.
USET is the new name given to the Gambia's main technical training institution, the GTTI. This process also comes along with the support of a World Bank-funded project called Africa Center for Excellence, ACE.
When the transformation came with adding value to what has been happening here, because if you look at it, the transformation came in because the institution is hosting the ACE Center of Excellence, which is now supporting the College of Engineering, where we run 3 different engineering programs as a start for the university. So that was why now the transformation was necessary, because to host the College of Engineering, we need to have a university. And then having any university now, the only institution that is offering Tvet programs was GTTI. So they decided to transform GTTI. And then the bank, which is initiator of the ACE Center of Excellence, now is supporting the transformation in order to be able to have a full-fledged university under the USET. So this is how everything came about. The transformation now is necessary because we need to host engineering programs. And these engineering programs, without a university, you cannot accredit, you cannot certificate. So therefore, there was the need to do the transformation. So this is how the transformation came into being. And then it came up with a lot of opportunities, because some of our staffs, are being upgraded to PhD level, and they are studying in Ghana. About 14 of our staffs, including some other staffs from other institutions.
The engineering department is one of the biggest departments in this institute. And we have 5 sections, including some production centers. Where the sections are refrigeration and air conditioning. We have automobile engineering, otherwise called motor vehicle systems training. We have the welding and fabrication. We have the mechanical engineering proper. And we have the electrical section and the electronic sections. In addition to these sections, we also have some production units. We have the vocational training center, and also we have a foundry in addition to these areas that I have just stated. The number of students that we usually have fluctuates depending on the ability of the students to be able to either pay for tuition or to be able to get into our mainstream programs.
Technical industry is evolving each year, and the technical departments of the Training Institute has these concerns.
My main concern, because it's not about the human resource, but it's about the material resource. That is our problem. If you want to equip not only my students, but the country, because here is to prepare the students for the industry, and that is for the country at large. you must have all the necessary training equipment. Looking at the industry, what are available in the industry is what exactly should be available in the training institution to train the young people and be able to prepare them to meet that demand in the industry.
At Welding and Fabrication Department, we found young people actively engaged.
I had wanted to study welding, but I see it as a male-dominated field until I met a female teacher in this department. She mentored me through my studies. Now I am employed here.
Still under transformation, the Ndemban Skills Training Center has just opened in September 2023, and admissions have been overwhelming.
The center here is designed purposely for training youths on Tvet. As skills, competency-based skills. That's what we are focusing on. We have over 200 students, mostly from electrical section. The dormitory we have caters for only 80 students. There's 40 boys and 40 girls. So we are using the village. Some of them are using the village and they have their own guidance in the village. Some are within Ndemban, some just around Ndemban. They have some from block, all the way from block up to Sibanor. All are attending. Priority was given to those who came first and are staying far. But luckily for them, day one, the dormitories were full. Since day one, the dormitories were all full. So the rest will look for guidance on their own. That's how we are working.
The head of its construction department, Ms. Safia Tusi, takes great pride in the number and quality of female students. Some of them are school dropouts, others just basic education.
So the number of students in the class, for now we are 41 in number, but we have 57 who have registered to come for the course. Others are not still in the class, but we are managing with other stuffs. Now, right now, the students are building walls of 60 centimeters height. 60 centimeters height, we have mortar joints of 2 centimeters. And the length of the wall is 1 meter, that is 2.5 blocks.
See to it that women are running from these type of skills. They move and they believe that the skill is only for men. So I said to myself, why not? If they can do, men can do, why not we the women, we try a chance. So I decided to try a chance to study electrical installation.
I had chosen to study electrical because I had to be able to support my family and be productive instead of dependent.
I would like to thank the sponsors who if we weren't for them, we will not be here by this time. The reason why I choose to study construction is because it is my passion. I like doing this even at home.
Learning how to make this thing, blocks, and how to lay blocks.
An exceptional case among the students is Omar P. Mendy, who joined construction department after law program at the University of the Gambia.
What I'm going to say to the Gambians is skills is real and it's very important to learn skills. You cannot not all the Gambians will go to the office and sit. We have to go to different various of branches so that we can develop our own content. And technical is very important. In this world, we are moving to a world of technology. When you have technical students, we're able to develop the Gambia. For example, here, on the building, installation, welding, we have automotive. We have for people from different countries come here and work for us. The price will be different. Though we give them tax, but the price is going to be different. So if we, the Gambians, are the one working, the money will still go to the Gambian, and the Gambian citizens will be the one to develop the money. So I urge all Gambians to come as citizens to join skills in either any department we have here, so we can develop our Gambia. Together we move. So we need hands of the Gambia to do it.
Further from Damban is the former Institute for Science and Technology facility, formerly under the University of the Gambia, now transformed into Technical Skills Training Center. This institute will soon begin admitting students in residence from Arabic schools across the country to integrate them into the Tvet system. In Mansakonko, Lower River region, another center is already in existence as an annex to the Kanifing Technical Training Institute. This one caters for students in the region in construction, plumbing, electrical and solar installations, welding and fabrication, as well as rural mechanics.
At the moment, the departments we have is about 4 departments. Some are in combined, as like solar and electrical installation are in the same department. Rural mechanic and welding and fabrication. Rural is under welding and fabrication. We are having a plumbing department, and also we have a construction department. The students in this region, they find it very difficult to reside in Combos. Not actually to be there like a student only, but where to stay is a problem for them. So having GTI Mansakonko Annex here, it helps them a lot. From the surrounding here, both LRR, CRR, and North Bank, some of the students used to come to Mansakonko here so that they will find it very easy to have a place to stay and have their education.
This program, it is designed to help young Gambians, whereby if they are enrolled, they'll be trained within 1 year. They will have knowledge in solar, that is the photovoltaic part, and then electrical installation, that is the house installation. We will train these students how to generate electricity, because we know not all parts of the Gambia is covered by NAVEC. So we train them whereby they'll be contracted, to install solar panels on roofs, and then they'll be able to generate electricity for households. Yeah. Solar street light, also built by the students, solar students, but it was a combination project. The rural mechanic students, those are the welders, and then the solar students. The welders gave us this pool, did everything. Then we just came in and then do our sizing. Then we were able to install this. These are 4 lights. We have our solar panel on top. That is a 50-watt solar panel. And then the battery there, it is 25-amp battery. All right. And then we have a charge controller there also. That is 10 amp. And then we have these 4 lights, 2 connected in parallel, and then another 2 connected in parallel. We did that in the sense that sometimes when you experience low sunlight, it might not be able to charge the battery to the max. So having it one switch controlling all the 4 might not serve the whole night. So we see it necessary having this 2 gang here, whereby you on one can control 2. So if we see that we don't have enough sunlight today, that we fear it might not serve us the whole night, we only need to on 1 gang, whereby you have only 2 on, so that it stays long, than having the 2 on. But if you realize that yes, the sun was okay like today, we have enough sunshine, the battery is full to max, we don't care, we will just on the 2, whereby all the 4 will come on.
I want to break the barriers. What a man can do, a woman can do. So people will be like, this technical side is for men only. So I want to break the barriers to let them know what a man can do, a woman can do. So I choose to study solar.
We are investing for the future, because the future is in the hands of the youths, but well-trained youths.